Whoops, you've accidentally stumbled into the Carbon Knights gaming channel.
Hello Knights, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. I am going to show you something that I'm actually very proud of. I finished the Guardian farm 95%ish. Some of it still needs to be decorated, and you'll see I'll need a room around my inventory space, but other than that, it's functional, and it's honestly, I think it's awesome. The reason we're back here is because I wanted it to load in for you guys. This thing is a monster. Look at that. Oh, and I started lighting up the floor too. And stick around till the end, because I'm gonna tell you how much, like, some stats about this thing. It is ridiculous. I didn't think it took so many resources, and I honestly don't know how much time it took. But yeah, here it is. I've been calling it the behemoth. I don't know if that's a good name for it or not, but as you can see, it works. This in here is Cubfan's design. That delivery system, which we'll see better in a minute, is basically Avalanche's design, and then I designed this delivery system myself. I think it works pretty good. We'll take a closer look at that later too. But man, this thing, it took forever. And I couldn't be prouder of it. Like, look how fast it goes. Yes, there is some loss in the lava there. I tried just 3 lava thick, but then stuff wasn't dying when it was supposed to down here. So I figured I'll leave it with 4. We'll take the loss because it doesn't matter. We get so much stuff out of this thing anyway. And right now it's set to for us to hit it with our sword. And let's just see, like, this is just since we came over here. There's that many. Like, it's ridiculous. Watch how fast they fall. It's just insanity, this thing. Like, it just fills up in there in no time, and if you want to be safe, you can close the door. And they just fall. And it's just easy pickings. It's just free experience. That's all it is. Oh, I didn't get it because I wasn't close enough. You have to stand close to get the experience, but you can do it with the door closed, so you can be safe, too. I'll show you that again, because I closed the door right at the end of getting the experience. Yeah. Anyway, turn that off, and they will just fall to their death. We got to kill the last few, though, just to make sure. And yeah, there we go. We got experience through the door closed, finally. But yeah, they will just fall and die through here. And everything goes into these 4 hoppers. It's nice and easy. We can even go in there now and grab this experience if we wanted. You just got to crouch on the way back out. But yeah, they don't hurt you because they don't have time to. It's so great. I just, like, I know I'm... I built a greenhouse with my own hands one time, and it's awesome, and I still think I might like this better. And I mean, in real life, I built that greenhouse. I love that thing, but this thing, I don't know. It's so useful. Let's go check out there's no way over to here other than if we go all the way back down. So let's just check out the inventory system. Very simple. We just comes out of here, loads stuff into the bottom. Oh, this one's not full yet. Does it fill this one first? No. Must be. I've been making sea lanterns and stuff. And I've made some prismarine blocks and stuff. So it's not quite full the way it would be. But, I mean, as you can see, I used a lot of sea lanterns down there. But this area here is my favorite area because we get to see everything coming in and then everything going up. Like, this isn't the most efficient area to get them in, for sure. But because they bottleneck up there anyway, because there's so many of them, it doesn't really matter that this takes a little bit of time sometimes. But they'll also come in, there'll be a whole bunch of them, and they'll just start pushing each other around into the thing, and it works so good that I don't even think I'll change this at all. I think I'll do a tutorial on it at some point. Like I said, this area in here is mostly Cubfans, but this is, well, Cubfans is, I think it's 32 by 32. This is 56 by 56. And look at this squid over here getting zapped by those guys. Yeah, it is huge. I don't know if you even need it this big, but I mean, if you're going to build something, you might as well build it, you know, real big. And I also took a little inspiration from Iskall using the kind of gray. I think he uses cyan more often, but I wanted the gray. But definitely the lime green glass is an Iskall thing. But yeah, look at them go. They just keep going and going and going. Oh, I love it so much. And I'm trying to think, we can take a look inside and stuff. I just have to switch over to spectator mode. And I will do that and be right back. Okay, so we're in spectator mode now. This thing was all built in survival, by the way, which is why it took so damn long. But yeah, we just have fence gates in here all over the place. Each one of these levels is 8 by 8, and then we have 8 more across the top here, just to hold this water back from the next level. And as you can see, it goes all the way to the back. And, whoops, got a little high there. Everywhere you can see will spawn when you're standing up at the top. So, like, I was wondering if maybe, I was actually worried because Cubfan didn't make his the whole size. And usually those Hermitcraft guys are pretty good at getting the most out of everything. And so I was worried that if I stood up on the top, this whole area wouldn't spawn. It's not spawning now because we're in spectator mode, but it absolutely does. Because when you stand over here, you can watch these guys spawn right in the back. So it makes it more efficient than that. And also, I wanted to see Cub fans look at these guys. They're just stuck here. Oh, that's great. Anyway, I got distracted. Oh, also, you can tell I have the particles turned way down because for frame rates, honestly. Otherwise, I should climb back up here and put some glass there. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, so I thought that those guys would have had it figured out for getting the most out of it, but I think they just wanted something good that they could use. And, I mean, 32 by 32 would be lots. I just wanted to see what it would be like with a 56 by 56, and it's great. We'll just take a quick look underneath, and then I'm going to we'll do a little slideshow while I tell you how much stuff this actually used. Like, look at this in here. The whole floor is soul sand. And if we were in spectator mode, it would push us up into here too. It's just... Man, I tell you, I didn't expect it to be this good when I was building it. I was like, it'll be okay. But I'm no Hermitcraft guy. I can't build stuff like they can. Well, I'll tell you, I can't build as fast as they can. But it really, really worked out in the end. And I couldn't be happier with it. The only thing that's left to do is I'm going to build an actual room here. Probably using more, I'll cover up the hoppers with concrete, and then I'll probably use glass for the whole rest of the room. I just like the look. It looks great together. And at night, which we'll see in a minute, I'll make sure I get a little footage of it at night for you guys. It looks even better. And like the redstone's dead simple. We got 2 dispensers, and then they just work with that button. That's all the redstone in the entire thing. So if you're not a redstone expert, you can still make this farm super easy. But I think now I'm going to break it down for you. Let's get around here and get some of as it's getting dark. You see, this was unexpected. I didn't realize the lights were going to look that cool when the sun went down. I didn't think they were going to light it up as good as it does on the glass on the outside, but I absolutely love the way it looked. And like I said, I just stole the glass with concrete idea from Iskall, but I think it works really well for this. It had to be something catchy. I would, if I was going to build it again though, I would either do clear glass, or I would probably actually just build this part out of glass. And then maybe the tube too. But the rest I would make it out of something easier, like cobblestone or something. If you didn't want to look inside, that'll be good enough. It'll still work the same. glass took so long to make, and this concrete powder too. It was ridiculous, but that is my full-size Guardian farm. I hope you liked it, and stick around because I am going to show you all of what it took to make this. And remember, it was all in survival. So the delivery system here is very simple. It's just water streams, 6 long and 8 wide, obviously. That's why I had to change it, because Cubs and Avalanches both come out in 4 only. So it's really easy to get it into the water stream there. This one wasn't going to be like that. So what we've done is we got a couple of rows of fence gates here, holding back some water. 2 streams. I figured this second stream is actually well worth it, because it'll help push them right into the area because they'll kind of get stuck in the middle a little bit, but the water stream will then push them through, and then they'll go all the way up. And sometimes the first one will get there too. But that's it. Very simple, very easy to make. I mean, this probably took me 10 minutes to make, while the rest of everything else took forever. So I forgot to mention before that I'm actually going to put a beacon, probably 2 beacons just for symmetry, on top of here to give me regeneration. But that's the only thing that pertains to the Guardian farm itself that I'm going to change. That isn't just a design thing. Because if we have regeneration, then when we hit the Guardians, we'll take damage from their thorns, but it'll just heal on its own. So it won't be so bad. And then we can also have the door open too. It won't be such a big problem if they're shooting us every now and then. Unless a whole bunch of them do. But let's look at what it took to make this thing for me. You could actually probably do it faster. I am not the fastest builder in Minecraft. I mean, Scar probably is. That dude is incredible. And his would have looked better too, somehow. But anyway, I used about probably around 50 invisibility potions. I think I used maybe a couple before I started this. And then I still have a couple left. So other than that, I used about 50, judging by how many fermented spider eyes I've used. And like the only thing I've used them for is to make invisibility potions. So that was kind of easy to figure out. And to mine out the temple, I mined out 32 wet sponges, 416 dark prismarine, 6,771 prismarine, 8,340 prismarine bricks, but that'll be off slightly because I also made and moved conduit. So there's probably however many blocks I use in my conduit will be different because I would have mined those when I moved it from one place to the other. But other than that, it's all from the Guardian Temple. And I had killed 1,840 Guardians. I'm way above that now, but I made sure I took a screenshot of how many I'd killed before I ever used this thing, just to make sure that I had an accurate number of that. And they killed me one time. And that was actually technically twice, but we'll get to that a little later. I was mining away and I was almost done the interior floor, I think it was. Or one of the interior floors anyway. And I didn't realize my invisibility ran out and I was surrounded. As soon as the beams came in, I struggled and I tried to drink a potion. I didn't get it done in time. And I got hit by about 30 beams all at once. Didn't have a chance because I didn't have my armor on because I was invis. For the building part of it, I placed in the bottom 3,434-ish soul sand. We got wool. I placed it 60 by 60 because the outside walls are on 58 by 58 and that extends one more out each side. And so that's 3,600 wool, and all of that wool came from 2 sheep in the little sheep farm that I have back at home base. But I made 500 gray dye for the concrete powder. I placed 3,872 concrete powder. That's with all the stuff you see extra. I used 1,342 lime dye for the glass. That lime dye helped me make 10,400 pieces of lime stained glass, which the only place I've ever used it is here, and I have 16 left out of all the ones I've made. And all the building, I dyed exactly once. I was getting the wool out of the bottom, because the floor was just so that I could get in between the water pushing up and the water that I need to build on top, and so I could place the fence gates without getting attacked by guardians. And I was done, so I was like, oh, let me go grab that extra wool. It was down in the delivery system, but it was just on the side, because unlike the mobs that will push each other forward, the wool just kind of sits there, and it was sitting on some ice. So I went to grab it, and I walked in, and I got stuck in the delivery stream. So I'm like, okay, I got scaffolding up already on the side because I was still building it. So I'm like, okay, I can just pop out, land on the scaffolding, and I'll be fine. So I dug out the side where the glass was. I came out of the tube, got onto the scaffolding for about a quarter of a second, and a guardian popped out of the same hole I came out of. Just kind of hit me, like shoved me off the scaffolding, and I fell all the way to my death. And so that was the second time I died making it, which I think 2 deaths on something like this, when I used to die making stuff all the time just from fall damage, I think that's pretty good. And as for the hours that I spent making it, I have no idea, honestly. But those invisibility potions were it comes out to about 6.5 hours. If I drank 50 at 8 minutes, it comes out to about 6.5 hours of being invisible. That's a lot of time. But you know what? I think it was totally worth it. And that's it for this episode. If you like stuff like this, make sure you subscribe, because I like showing this stuff off every now and then. I may do a tutorial, at least on the delivery system. I'm not entirely sure yet. I might do the whole thing, but the delivery system will probably get one at least, because you guys can just watch Avomance or Cubfans video for the other ones. And we also do funny Let's Play videos every single morning, so you can subscribe for those too. And if you liked it, leave a like, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for sticking around till the end. We appreciate you watching every one of our videos, and if you want to get a hold of us outside of YouTube, all of our social media links are in the description below. If you want to become a knight, why don't you go ahead and click on that subscribe button. And as always, keep those shields up.